I thought this opposite local. One of the things guess was another, but unfortunately, the shark up and she. Aha. It was the most common shark I've seen. Shouldn't even scream. So the rest of the basically battle between the guys. It wasn't that much apart from a bunch of the bad guys really want to kill people and they just can't stop. I guess I don't really care because she's cornrow guy. So Swayze has kind of held a grudge against our brain. So naturally, like, he wants her to partners. There's a part where they're in there's oh. Wow, they're just really every second. Honestly, I would rather be driven over with this thing. Mr. Bell shows finish everybody off. He died instead. Girlfriend killed. They somehow like string up. No. One they'll end up chopping up the chuck.
It's a little cold down here, you think?
I'm alright right now. Try that video. Maybe, I don't know.
Just get you new parts.
Creating this video, I thought it's really too. I assume character only her and D. It's the pit bull. I guess I've heard absolutely nothing. Not character. Is not even stick that in your back pocket. I feel like all the videos, whoever's the cover, they're all doing terror to like both of them. This movie is about a little boy in love with a pit bull, a pound, and wants to adopt a dog for her parents won't let her. So reading right. Yes, it takes one honey. We count. Fight for its friend, you know. There's a lot I hate in the movie. A lot. So, favorite part, sort of, but not fully narrated, but full just narrated. Exactly.
Giant story, the shadow of the pit bull.
He's so cute. I love him, but I feel like they did it quite weird. They didn't really wait for his beak to move or anything. They didn't even So it's just kind of funny because he's supposed to be talking to the head, talking like this.
Puppies all love them.
It goes troll and the narrative going, and it doesn't really feel like it's talking to us.
You see, that was the first ages dedicated to ages and a whole weight of the
People want to do it so bad. Okay. So upset. Very terrible. She seems very professional and not really all that. She was a star, so it's just a trip that she. Yes, I do. Budget. I'm glad.
Here it is.
Those chairs that are good. My life. So she goes to. Honestly, it looks. Typically, we go to. You know, it was puppy enough. And we have gone. I'm on them and stuff, so I don't think. The weird part for me is that all the puppies can talk. I suppose this movie's set up to be the parrot,
all started decades ago.
but I just still felt unprepared. They do the same thing, like the pup looking away.
I like this.
So she falls in love. Higher red movie. People get shot, adopted, and then she tries to adopt her herself, but nobody wants her. She's a pit bull.
Some people think that pit bulls are
Very so much so. Actually, I feel like whoever created is to share audience at the work. And they literally spent 13 million to get their. To put that in perspective, Trailer Park had an actual pretty legit set with trailers underwater and all that. Boats. That budget was $400,000 for the week's pass. And we find out that she's.
you have a policy here. Stay.
$13 million in this film, and they could. It literally sounds worse than phones on. So the girls go on to. I think it might have something to do with the fact that most pit bulls, but it wasn't very clear.
Pit bulls are pit bulls are pit bulls like
Pit bulls. Pit bulls are a dangerous animal.
pit bulls are mean.
Pit bulls, they kill everything.
So since no, he ends up last minute. Excited, she finds a puppy, all is well until destroys everything. I think that was the 8 million age over.
It's a monster.
Weird.
Power, not power, but and launch. Yeah, so I have to delete the app because as soon as I told you that I haven't seen nobody posting shit, I thought it was going to be posted.
Dog police.
Like, I ain't gonna like all the way spoil it, but I mean, they were posting about it like, oh, such and such. Like, bro,
And it was early as fuck in the morning too.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm seeing this man 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, why y'all niggas up?
Everybody is upset.
Should y'all woke up this early to post about it? The heck?
Because they cry. Nobody takes in this country anymore. Somebody has to stand up.
Funnest part. It always has a.
That much. natural modifiers added to sections.
Obsessed with ice cream. It was one of them. So they have to have a meeting with trial. So it's going to trial. The judge is recognized that
She alright about getting out the tub or fix that?
That's fine.
so much he is willing to sell garbage food. Forget a boom bike, not even a hotel bike, not any way. Just anything camera.
Always make sure your cell phone is on silent. You're in micro.
My favorite part of it I think it's oh! Never mind. A little girl. Lanky, old. Amber gets weird, I guess, the trial is really bad. Into 2 days. First day, Amber tells Obama that you know they made that call and she is engaged to an attorney that calls in the face. Scandal.
Mr. LaPorte.
End up having sand.
You may step. You may step down.
So court injury. Hey, Snaps, can you help us transition?
The weight of the tiny ways. See what you can send. Let's see what you can send.
It's just kind of hard. I don't know what you're saying when the audio scene is overlapping. So the girls get and feel room they call here and
You wanna go upstairs?
clever. Isn't it too cute? Let's go. Joe. So it goes viral. Because it's like hotly. But don't worry.
I have a beer for the test. Dr. Robinson. I'm sorry that
Awesome. Please, I am show any personality to bring this testimony.
Cut. One. Fight.
So Amber calls. Then they see Superman and or yeah, one more cinematic. Sorry. Just don't dark. See it. Next one is so maybe this is the expo. There's like a couple of to get
You've been prepared. Don't know where. Need help. And you can help. Figure it out. 2327. Or visit justneedhelp.org.
Hey kids. Ooh. We're back. Hold the cord. Not this. So after all this video I think it's time to is the main character in this next movie. first 16 minutes, it's Tara Reid's younger son. Natalia, the younger, the terrible person, and 36-year-old high school.
Did you practice the theme?
There's an entire 3-minute segment of the person arguing with Walker and Bardo. I know I said this is not that, but I at least make an excuse for some of it. Ian was principal literally. So the next 10 minutes, Talia is grown up now. It is Tara Reid, who has a daughter that doesn't take that.
What did I tell you? No more ice cream.
It's just better. Very clear. I guess you suspect that come home because
I'm not gonna be. Stop it, close that deal with me.
Be sick, because I'm gonna be here for 3 weeks.
There's these 2 women and this lady, none of them. I guess there was one phrase I happened to miss the first time around, which is right in here. I'm not going. I think
He's not me.
I don't know opinion.
Please. Do it.
What? I never say what is. Who's this lady?
Out of your mouth. Which is
Fast forward to what? This shot right here of Tara Reid's feet. Right after the sun. Exactly. Her phone is not shooting noise. She is mostly. So she to what she thinks is right.
My problem.
So they arrived and they realized that they were really voice. You can tell it's a voice. So she realized there's nobody there. Nobody that is to say this young lady that was the paragraph.
Are you here for you?
I'm on like full body not in high school, realizing that there was nobody there. You know, parking lot. Definitely wouldn't have done Spoiler alert. You know, earlier when Talia was it turns out she's asleep. And this is all just a smear. I'm sorry, you're in the big place. But it was not Liz now a really old voice. You can tell it's a role. So she realized nobody there. Nobody there. Yes.
Claire? Claire? Are you here? Do you need
I don't know what you did, I would not. Nobody there. What? I wouldn't have.
Claire? Claire? Yeah.
Well, you guys
Enjoying this, honey.
This time, spoiler.
Okay. I know you would have never heard.
It turns out she's. It's necessary. I want you guys to think that this all actually happened. So her whole nightmare. Or like these memories being fully. But when they do the memories, it's one of those you can hear and see them. Because it's and it killed me because the memories that she watched are word for word the exact in the beginning, so you have to through it twice. So Talia realizes I'm losing my mind. This whole nightmare is the actual most miserable thing I've ever watched. It's so dark, so depressing that you like in a thriller. It's just awful. It's a swirly from she gives her a swirly and she writes ugly across her forehead. Talia wipes off. In the movie, she just has this gigantic black smudge on her forehead that keeps changing shape. Between that and just the ungodly amount of running with mascara all over her face, it's just incredibly hard to look.
What is on your feet? What's on your feet?
So my favorite memory lived during is when she watches her younger self being disciplined by the principal for the toilet water.
Come here.
Her parents come, they're also really bad.
Did you talk to
What the hell is this?
when you say you give days off, just, you know, make you understand that it's been
This girl got nail polish everywhere.
Hey, Jimmy here. This guy Chris here directed this movie and I kept looking at his picture and this guy, where have I seen this guy? It turns out
Listen to me. I'm not interested in any. Can you tell me something that I would be interested in?
I'm like, some of what he says makes sense, but everybody says so this is neither. But I did know that Talia was to read
I wonder if that shit was before. Because they clearly wasn't watching her. And I don't understand why she would have nail polish.
The application.
So again, this girl.
I gave her nail polish, but I didn't open it.
Girl.
I didn't think they would open it and give it to her.
Want her out their
She's
face.
fucking 2.
You just want her out their face.
Get to speak to each other.
But still, you would think Liana would understand.
Leanna's a fucking
When
idiot.
this happened, or something, I thought it would be a happy ending. You know, I thought maybe this terrible
What?
Talia wake up and realize she should stop.
Got nail polish everywhere because y'all left nail polish open for her.
But alas, it does not. So the nightmare ends with her limping down.
I don't understand why y'all would do that.
It was by herself. We opened it.
That shit was closed tightly. Ain't no way she opened it. Y'all clearly opened it and didn't close it. Because it smelled like nail polish when I walked up there when Reagan was in the tub.
No, this.
That still don't even matter. Because I don't understand how she did all of that and y'all was sitting right there.
Entire second runs of her limping down.
And mess up a good time.
Face to black and it cuts
Always.
to her still in bed. It's the whole thing being a dream. She's deep hill.
Frank,
Fast forward 7 years, Talia's daughter is all grown. She was in charge of a very organization. And one of the most successful anti-bullying prevention organizations in the world because of her. Look at that. Even more. All of this is clearly. I'm just kidding. There was a good overall message in this movie. But quite possibly the worst 34 years of watching movies.
Baby, you need your tablet and you need to lay down something. Who the fuck are you telling up? Go get your fucking tablet.
I'm so sorry. It's not Terrace. Apart from that, like, second long scene of her making terrible choking sounds.
Hennessy. You shot at Hennessy right by itself?
No, I'm about to start though. I don't know why you don't have more kids.
I tried it with the kids. The nail polish thing, I don't.
So she's busy. Say what you will, but she's doing what she wants.
Leanna, shut the hell up!
Well, friends, I don't know about you. You know what he does?
I don't get what she could have just been trying to get to make her say no.
Before you're into the third mind, Android. Thank you so much for being. Be sure to subscribe. Please feel free to I'm constantly beating on the couch and keep running. Peace out.
This here is Pluto. Here on this one, we grow up. Constantine. Thousands of TV shows for free.
Where your tablet? Where your tablet?
Leanna just told her no.
She said, I don't know. Man. That's a damn thing. I don't like to tell you no for your own tablet. This is no
I don't even understand why she's telling her no. The damage is already fucking done. You didn't fucking watch her when she was doing the shit.
You just can't beat that up, huh? Get the street. This country was raised on TV. TV was easy. I mean, it was. Pluto TV is TV the way it's supposed to. Why is filing your taxes with Free Tax USA? Well, for starters, federal tax returns are free for everyone, no matter what, with a free. So, while our federal return is always free, we make money from optional paid service. Our state tax is less than $20. Next, you may be asking, is Free Tax USA safe? Yes, we always keep your information secure. As an authorized e-file provider, we've securely filed over 60 million returns directly with the IRS. Finally, we need to be sure, will my taxes be done right? We guarantee it. All of our calculations are guaranteed accurate. We also guarantee you'll get your biggest possible refund. Your tax making the switch is easy. It's USA.
We got straight.
That, yeah. Tablet right there.
We ain't got no damn rubbing alcohol, but it says rubbing alcohol. You should have did that shit. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Shouldn't have been playing in that shit.
However, we see down to the socks.
Is it time to ask your doctor about MTV? Snap it. Do it. All your taxes are 100% free. TurboTax free edition. Get the TurboTax app now.
well a bird, bird, but bird's a word, well a bird, 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 but bird's a word, well a bird, 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 well a bird is a word, well a bird, bird, but bird's a word, well a bird, bird, bird.
No, I'm not opening you. It's cold in here.
So this 71 degrees in here, that's pretty good.
What are you doing? Sit down.
Yeah, 75 degrees in here, honey. I said 75 degrees. I mean, 71 degrees. But the bird.
You need to stop before you spill something on my stuff.
Oh, let's not make it when I'm mad, please. Shit. Okay. Get your hands off. Say whoop, whoop. Hey, Shani.
niggas love alcohol.
For what? To get over?
That nail polish, yeah. Don't get my heat pad shit.
Hmm?
It's a huge nest.
Nah, I ain't looking. That didn't look like that. I mean, it's stuff on the ground. I like some stuff on the ground. They'll clean it up though. Well, like it wasn't like nail polish all the ground. Like I thought, like no puddle. I ain't see no puddle. Unless I was looking in the wrong spot.
I got mommy.
I think she pretty.
How she gonna tell her brother this? Say, don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Didn't you just call your brother to kick this nigga ass? Don't hurt him. Hell nah, bitch. You got me beat up. Nah, I'm not alright.
Switch to Agent on Block. File free on your own, like a champ.
like, yeah, it's here. Get $1.
What up, blood? That mess up quick than a mug.
Where's the top tube?
Get the whole thing out, right? Like, what in the world, bro?
That's all it is.
Oh.
It just pop out.
Stacy?
He said he got his ass beat, took it like
He cool with me.
like this nigga paying for it. That nigga Stacy was just like my cousin Junior.
I rode the market to the moon.
He in jail, that's why he ain't better yet.
That was my first
But
sex.
that nigga was just like my cousin Junior.
Games and
Motherfucker.
Try to be generous. Fuck you, boy. You ain't get no drink drag. Crazy, nigga.
My call, but it's just in my mother's name. That's it, yo, man. No, she was just me.
Nigga, you just said it.
Clean, man. Shut up. You speak only when you're spoken. Hey, man! You're hurting me off! Shut up!
Pop and tic tac. You
And I thought he was going to get you.
Everything we build is from the ground up. Every great idea, every crazy idea, every next idea. Everything you see, everything you feel when you drive it. We put everything we have into our trucks, so you get everything out of them. Ram, trucks are what we do.
Get 10% below MSRP for an average of $8,400 under MSRP on the purchase of select 2024 Ram light duty and heavy duty trucks.
You Jimmy's John still waking up early slicing veggies and the only details that matter are green.
Jimmy John. Horniness is simply amazing. Makes you get everything. We were just in a route. No more. It was like nothing had happened. Y'all wanna dig me up? Horniness made me forget that I didn't know how to dance. And I was looking like a fool. Get this, I just get into my
You there?
I can't tell my lights and
No. We went upstairs, and Rochelle, when I went upstairs, she was in the bathroom. I'm something playing in the room now.
you need to put that sugar up. You know what? Eat it. Remy, what are you doing?
Come here, Amy. Where you going? Come here. Do not come here. Randy. You're right there. We can have it. You need to go upstairs. I'm thinking about us not having to chase it. I'm gonna chase it with it. I'm not eating that.
Hey, Alicia.
That nigga you laugh. Nerds.
He's like you.
Mm-hmm. Fucker.
Oh gosh, you carry me?
Yeah.
Want me outside?
Are you okay? She told him. Calm down there, Tiger.
So, man, what the hell? I told y'all not to worry about it. Yo, whatever. Like I said. Well, body. Yo, I won, man. Hell, got that. Ain't no tie. Nigga, how many numbers?
Nigga, it's $1.
That was a long way.
A 100% accurate return and your max refund or your money back. That's worth celebrating.
Meet the sheet. Toss the sheet. Detergent has a new boss.
Man, this freaking Hennessy ain't lighting up at all. About you, this shit been nasty every drop. Most stuff get immune to it. This mess, nah. Ain't no getting immune. This shit is just.
Whatever they did to this game is still not good.
Piece of Frankenstein, directed by Simon Jones, written by Diablo Cody, rated PG-13, Frank Peters.
You don't know. Look, you want me to tell? Oh no, tell him it's all. Fuck, man, what the fuck then? All right, look, whole wet lady. Turn the thing. Before I ask him. You just man the hand. What if? All right. No, look, I'm getting your ass there. Right? Besides the dude behind you. But you ain't man, Mike. And you need to stop. Hell no. And you are. And I no.
Well, he did tell you to pull the car over.
How much you pay for those?
This nigga is slow. This is a classic black person movie. You gotta know this movie to be in the culture. This is funny. Did you just cut me off?
Yeah, so he said his question was more important. Yeah, he said, what the hell you talking about? He said, you heard what I said. You heard what I asked you.
Is it?
No, I'm drinking
What Randy? I mean, Rihanna ate.
Get this shit away from you. Need to go to a gas.
Scan, man. Scan. Where you at? Oh, there we are.
I'm doing it. Not shot.
Whatever, look. You won't have a damn thing. Right? Hey.
They did black movies right back in the day. I don't know what the fuck they doing nowadays.
Yeah, fucking lost. They trying to be woke. Just make a black movie, man.
Right, just make a fucking black movie.
All this woke stuff y'all keep doing. Oh, I can't use the same one.
Steve Urkel's.
I don't understand why this. Going to the electric chair or something. Supposed to be. And just.
I can take the heat.
What the hell does that nigga have?
This bottle means taking care of yourself for less. Mazzola, make it with heart.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Free Edition. Roughly 37% of taxpayers qualify. 1040 and limited credits only. Get the TurboTax app now.
But I'm not. Okay. One out.
But the reason I asked the fuck is that supposed to be? And maybe I'm I just will you tell ignorant girl, please? Well, 'cause she You. Strawberry problem. Alright, y'all went out.
St. Bernard High School. Lots of memories here. High school was a whole different world. Same objective. Girls. High school. Still beautiful girls. Only now instead of just moving. They had legs, hips, breasts, and I'm breast legs. First day of school is always the best, right? Yeah. It's full of possibilities. Unstable sex, wow, and that's the more better. After the dance, we should talk. You a couple who we stay friends, right?
What's she doing? She's pinning her sucker on her tablet.
Yeah, could be a night. Alright. Just doing a terrible job.
Yo, Mike, man again, man. Hell no. Man, this man, it was June.
When you gonna take that? We already know. She put the stuff in her ear on.
What do you mean? No, should be a best.
I know. Ear. Come back.
Yeah, cause y'all like
Let's take it away from her.
I tried to,
It should be a top somewhere.
sure I could have enough for ears and they should put it on her.
Bring, where's the top?
Remy,
Shut up.
I was just thinking, you know what? I read. Oh, we've been going together.
A half? There.
Tired of that. Let's do something. I ain't tripping. He ain't tripping. I can't be strong.
If you're going so you ain't get done.
And like that.
It's not true. No. I'm not like somebody who wants to spend.
What's your name? Eric?
Oh, you know his name. Don't even ask like that. Oh, damn right.
Someone special?
Tell me if they're going.
Who are you?
What about someone?
Monica.
Monica.
Special enough. I knew if I asked her to dance, she'd say,
What are your friends?
You need to go get wiped out.
Remy.
CZ, you know what? That's
Wait a second.
what are you wearing in the dance?
It's a little want kids? Can I help?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Not the butt. We'll clean it up.
She's only putting shit in her fucking ear.
I mean, B-roll do weird stuff. I don't understand why they want to. Wait, right?
So,
Stacy, he's out running the streets again, like he always.
hungry for a minute. Can you please pick it up?
That's 6 seconds now.
What?
So what do you say? Let me ask you.
Why?
With so many choices on Booking.com, there are so many Tina Feys I could be. So I hired body doubles to help me out.
Splurgy Tina loves a hotel near Rodeo Drive.
That's nasty.
Glenn Close? With millions of possibilities. You can book whoever you want to be. That's my line. Booking.com. Yeah.
I know she got it all over her like that.
Yeah.
Don't make me get great. Did you
Yeah,
really think that's
I didn't know it was like that. And she had like her whole foot. They're in the room doing something. Were you yelling?
I thought one of them said something. I said what?
I wasn't sure. I'm like, when you said something first, I'm like, is that her or the girl? I didn't tell. Then you said something again. I'm like, oh, that must be her. I'm like, well, let me reply just so she don't get mad saying I said something. She's come here and get angry at me.
No, I thought one of them girls had said it. Down here.
That's the only thing about. I mean, well, that's one thing I do like about first shift though, like the Fridays, getting off on Friday and during the day and then just being up. Versus second shift, as a both regardless of what second shift it is, excuse me. I mean, you literally get shoot right now. You wake up, get home Saturday morning. Time you wake up in the morning, most noon. You just got Sunday. Friday, shoot. First, the only thing about first shift though is like, well, the Super Bowl come on early enough to still go to sleep and get up early.
It's crazy that she got her real name in this movie. Lisa.
That nigga went from looking like this to looking. He looked the same, but he just looked like his body changed or something. Oh no.
He got fatter. Definitely got fatter. That old age fatness.
Yeah.
I feel like that's inevitable for most people.
Like, what the heck?
Clearly, except for these Virgos.
I thought she was 50 something. Cause that's what everybody be saying. They like, oh, she 50. She only 43. Huh? Yeah, be hating, I guess. Seeing that post, I'm like, why the fuck everybody be saying she 50? Girl, this woman is 43. So all that time, I'm thinking she about, shoot, unless they lying. Yeah, one, two. I'm at.
Even what's that girl name? Nicki Minaj. Even she got the old age fatness right now going on.
Guess we all got it going on.
You're not even at that age.
35, right? Why can I find it? Maybe not just 40. 40 some.
Wayne?
That nigga old as shit.
Who?
He said Lil Wayne. Boy. Nigga old as hell. Trust and believe me.
Cause then he get popular like 2000, like 1999.
That was his bourbon.
Yeah, cause he was part of Hot Boy. That was like 97, something like that.
Vampire. Nuts.
Ray went upstairs?
Yeah, but she was only up there for 5 minutes. Like, Liana is annoying. I wonder if I could play Sims on that purple laptop if we was to get it.
Look, it's a gaming laptop.
Yeah, I seen it said 1 terabyte for the 469 or something.
Yeah, definitely 400. Definitely photon.
When you live with moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, your day can be full of reminders of your condition. Never knowing, always wondering. You weren't made for UC Crohn's, but gut bugs and tape.
Just saying stuff. I see this something.
What was she even doing?
But she don't want to read it. No, she said one thing on the ground.
Just because she don't want her in it.
This nigga tried to heal. Like I wasn't gonna continue to push it. Yeah, but you're absolutely right, honey. She doesn't want Rami around because Lanai is here, so now she's acting funny. She shouldn't treat her sister like that. That's not right.
People really like the Janet Jackson back in the day.
Niggas wild. Think she trash? You don't see why?
You talking about her music or her facial?
Her facial.
Yeah, she's really pretty.
Oh, so you think she's ugly
She
then?
don't look pretty now because of that plastic surgery.
Oh,
She's old.
Christ.
She had a very soft, baby-looking face when she was younger.
Shoot, but the crazy thing is, shoot, right now, dudes go to her, well, shoot, I go to a concert of hers, and she'll do that little thing that she got, where she had them come on stage, and niggas melt. Niggas on that. Oh, God. Oh, she's amazing to touch metal also, God. I'm weak.
You roll. How cool is it, man?
New shit would never touch your soul. Grizzly, what's going on?
Besides being a fucking nut. I'm tired.
Alright,
Why the fuck I stand up? fucking people. Where all these people come from?
Let's do this one.
I had to drink this one. It ain't doing nothing for me, shit. Should've went and got some sun. This ain't doing nothing. I don't feel anything. Like I'm just wasting. Like I'm just doing something right now. Ain't got none of that left, huh? I said, ain't got none of that left, huh? Maybe.
And we were talking off camera. You said, I want to get something. There's something I want to share with you, and I need to get it off my chest early.
Because that's why I'm looking.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free with TurboTax Reduction.
And we were talking on camera. You said, I want to get something. There's something I want to share with you, and I need to get it off my chest early.
Because that's why I'm looking at you now. Into that, because I told you we could not talk till I dealt with you.
Okay,
listen,
go ahead.
okay. So let me say this to you. The day I watched Skip Bayless
Okay.
lose himself, and that's what he did. He lost himself. And when I watched Skip Bayless say to you, put them goddamn glasses back on board. Now I know he didn't say goddamn and boy, but that's what everybody heard. And I was waiting for you to snatch his ass across that table, baby, and give it to him. I was like, Shannon, this is the perfect time. I don't condone violence.
Right.
I don't say violent. But that day, I was in my feelings for 2 days. Me and my grandbaby could not watch you for 2 days. And my husband had to say, Mama, let's talk about this. Look at Shannon Shaw. He retired in 2004, but he could still get on touchdowns, tackles, everything. Had he snapped Skip Bayless across that table, he would have died in Shannon's arms that day.
Right.
So Brother Shay handled that right. Now we can talk. Okay? I just had to get that off of me because I know everybody around the world heard what I heard. No, he didn't say them words, but we heard it in his mind, and we was looking for you to say space and opportunity. Skip, space and opportunity.
That's that be more coming out of you.
You know what? That's your Aunt Mary coming out of me. That's your Aunt Mary coming out of me, baby.
I got an aunt named Mary now. Monique, you and her are fitting in. I remember the very first time I saw you, sister and I, we were talking, and my sister looked at me and I looked at her. I said, she's a spitting image of my Aunt Mary, and you are. You are. Hopefully we'll put pictures up when we run this. So you're from Baltimore.
Yes.
And I read everything that I read. When you were growing up in Baltimore, what did a young Monique want?
Just what I'm doing right now, baby.
You dreamed of this.
Just when I tell you, Shannon, from a little girl, I always wanted to be famous.
Okay.
Because I saw the Jackson 5.
Okay.
And I saw people screaming for them and hollering. And I'm like, damn it, I want them to scream and holler for me, but I couldn't sing.
Right.
But I knew somewhere I was going to be famous.
Right.
So I prayed to the universe, just let me be famous. I didn't understand what all came with it as a little.
Right.
You just see the lights, the glamour, the glitz, and you fall in love with that. So that little girl fell in love with the lights, the glamour, and the glitz. That little girl fell in love with a woman named Oprah Winfrey on a local talk show in Baltimore called People Are Talking. And when I looked at that woman, Shannon, I saw me. I saw a big woman with a big head, big shoulders, and big feet. And I said, if that woman can do that, so can I. So that's what that little girl was thinking about from Baltimore.
Are you the type of person that if you see someone do something one time, that means it can be done again? Because you saw Oprah do it. You said, well, Oprah do it, why can't Monique do it?
I think Oprah, when I saw her do it as a little girl, was a push. However, had I not seen Oprah, my dreams would have still been my dreams.
Okay.
But when you see somebody that's inside of that space, because how many big black women are on TV even now?
Correct.
So back then, you didn't see any big black women on TV that was doing it. So I think had I not seen her, I would still be doing it. But seeing her, let me say, okay, it's possible. It's right there.
What was Monique like at
What you seeing right now, baby?
So you
I
always
just got, listen, let me tell you something. A lot of people in this industry don't like me, right?
Yeah.
They didn't like me as a little girl, Shannon. I'm so used to this shit. People didn't like me because I was going to tell it. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell on you. So what you're saying right now is the same thing you're getting. They tried to fight my ass in the 12th grade, Shannon. They surrounded me, a group of them. Okay? Wanted to fight on me. Why? Because I told the truth. What you did? I told Andre that was not Lamon's baby. That's what Lamont plays. Let me tell. Wait a minute. Oh, sugar, you gonna calm yourself down? Okay. Do you see shit for yourself with me? You wanna Let me tell you something. Okay. I'm a person for
right.
And if you tell me something, and you say, hey, I've done something to somebody, but don't say nothing. Shannon, I'm gonna need you to fix that. Because if you don't fix it, I'm gonna have to tell that. Because it's wrong. So when she tells me, this is not his baby, but I'm gonna tell him it's his baby, I can't let you do that. That's not right. So what I stand for is right. And I think where we run into a problem in our community, in our group, we get so caught in, well, that's not your place, but you see wrong happening, right? So when you see wrong happening, what you do? Do you just stand back and say, that ain't my business? Or do you look and say, well, I knew that wasn't his baby, now the baby 21 years old, he's trying to find his father. What you gonna do? I'm asking you, what you gonna do?
Well, honestly, Monique, if somebody say, well, Shannon, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to tell you this in confidentiality, and I don't want to go any further than me, you, and this table.
Yes.
It stayed with me, him, and the table.
Well, let me say this, because I'm gonna go back and forth with your head, okay? I would say before you tell me that you hurt somebody,
okay, yes.
Before you tell me, is this something that would make me question your character? Before you tell me, you gotta be clear about what you get ready to tell me. Because if you get ready to tell me something and I know that you've done something wrong, I know that, and I not say anything, that's why people are allowed to keep harming people for years to come. See Harvey Weinstein?
Yes.
Well, there's a lot of people that knew that was happening.
But they felt it wasn't their place.
It wasn't
them.
Right, until it becomes you. So I think the moment we get into a space, and I was in the 11th grade at the time, okay? But when we get into a space where we say, listen, if I know you're doing wrong, and I take a position that's not my place, eventually you will succumb to what you support.
What was your relationship with the young lady that told you this in confidentiality?
I was in the 11th grade, now I'm 56, but when she told me, I told her, I'm going to tell. See, I'm that. I'm going to tell him what you said, I'm going to tell him what you said, because that's not right.
Oh my goodness, Mom.
See, I think that's the problem that we're dealing with right now, Shannon. When we know something is wrong, everything that William said here is said. We all know it to be the truth. However, we get so caught up in, well, I ain't gonna say nothing. Well, can you believe he said it? Or can you?
Or is the messenger?
It's the messenger, baby. We get so caught up in the messenger that we'll overlook the message. People have a hard time hearing a 5'5" giant tell the truth. People have a hard time with a black woman over 200 pounds tell the truth. Because people that look like us, we should just be grateful we got invited to the party. We should just be grateful that someone paid us attention. I've dealt with that my whole life. I've dealt with that. So when you get to a space where you say, listen, I want to be free. free. I don't want to walk around intimidated, scared, fearful. What might happen? What they gonna what they gonna say? What they gonna do? If it's your story and it's the truth, tell it. Because what you can do is be in a position to prevent it happening to someone else over and over and over again. So if I go back to the 11th grade with that sister who's no longer with us, rest her, with that sister, I would do that again. Because if you tell me something and we know it's wrong, but you're gonna pin that on somebody else, is that right?
No.
And what would your Aunt Mary do?
Man, Monique, I swear, Monique.
You're not answering my question. What would your Aunt Mary
never answer the question.
Well, she gonna tell it because you gonna tell anything anyway. So yeah, they probably know better to tell her.
But that's why you love Aunt Mary, because Aunt Mary kept it in check.
Yeah.
Even though you didn't want to tell her,
Right.
she was gonna tell that baby, you know that's not your dad.
Right.
We're not gonna play like that. You love Aunt Mary.
I do. The uniqueness of your name, M-O hyphen. Most of the time, Monique is a singular. It's not M-O hyphen. What was that like? Because people say, oh, you trying to be goofy, you trying to be goofy. You know good well you spend your name Monique like everybody else does.
I do. That's my stage name. When I'm not on stage, my name is M-O-N-I-Q-U-E. When I'm on stage, it's M-O-N-I-Q-U-E. That's just entertainment.
Did you ever think about changing it to the hyphen?
No. On stage is one person. Off stage is somebody different. And sometimes we get the two mixed up.
Right.
On stage, I am an entertainer.
Right.
Off stage, I'm a mommy, I'm a friend, I'm a sister, I'm these different people, but I keep that stage on stage.
How much of stage is actually Monique?
Get the full interview?
That's good, Shay. That's good. All of the stage is Monique, but there are certain things Monique's gonna say on stage that she wouldn't say off the stage. There are certain things on that stage, you know, there have been people that said, oh, she cussed so much. Oh, I'm a performer, I'm an entertainer, and I'm on stage. But no one will ever find an interview of me doing what I do on stage in an interview like I'm having with you. It's two different things.
Right. What type of student was Monique? I read that you were in, I don't know if this is the correct way, but you were in the class that...
The slower one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you had a
Say
couple...
it, baby, now. I want you to
You want me to
spell it out.
How about this here?
Hey.
You got 2 naps. You got 2 recesses.
Okay.
And you stayed in the same class.
Okay, but I did not wear a helmet.
Okay.
Now, since you want to go there, I did not have to wear that helmet, baby. So yes.
You didn't all of a sudden become this advanced. Why were you in that class?
I'm not gonna play with you, Shannon. Okay, some of them damn words got confused, and I was like, what? I said, oh, he's talking to Tom. You know, I never connected with school because I always felt like it wasn't adding up. So when you're trying to teach me about the Boston Tea Party, but people that look like me is at the bottom of the boat, I can't connect to what you're saying. I never connected to, because I always felt like something was off. When they were teaching me about history, we were always the savages, and we were always the bad people. And then you saw these white people be all the heroes. And as a little girl, I said, something's not adding up. So I don't look at that as a bad thing. I just didn't connect with it. It made no sense to me.
So you never had a problem with the learning, but there's the disconnect with what they was teaching and what you actually saw. You like, what you teaching me is not what I actually see.
You know what, Shannon? It's a combination.
Okay.
It was a combination, okay? I wasn't grasping it, and I didn't believe it. So it's a combination, and when you have a child that is full of energy and is sitting in a classroom that is closed in all day long, and you're trying to tell me all that I'm not, it just did not add up to me. It just did not make sense to me. So there's no shame to it. When people say, well, you're in a soul class, yeah, you know what?
So when you...
Hey, baby, we color. But don't overlook what you don't think is the package supposed to be.
Right.
See, again, we come back to the messenger. Nobody thought that I would be. And I'll go to my family. Like, nobody thought, not the fat one. she's not gonna be the one, not her. So I've been used to people doubting and counting me out. And for me, as that little girl, it's like one day, and that one day is right here.
Even your family. So how was your family? How was your brothers and sisters? Because I mean, look, we joke. I mean, I got a brother and sister, and you know, we joke with each other, and I can imagine if the situation were, if one of us was in those class, oh, we gonna get them jokes off, because it is what it is.
No one paid enough attention.
Really?
Like no one paid enough attention, because though we lived in a household together, we were very individual. So no one even paid attention to what was really going on, and to include my parents. And that's not a victim story. That's not, oh, what was me? It's just what it was. So it wasn't like, oh, you dummy. The jokes were always fat. They were always fat jokes. What? Okay. So I'm so used to that. But
Are you the only one in your family that's...
Baby, the only one that sneaks snacks. I'm the only one that'll sneak them damn snacks in. I'm the only one. Yes.
So what would you say your relationship then and now was with your family?
I didn't even know fucking candy.
My relationship
I thought you
now
did.
with my family, they're my biological family.
You got that one thing in the freezer, that little chocolate bar.
I watched you
I ate that yesterday, and Raymond stole the rest of it this morning.
and they were talking about
Mind it.
interracial dating.
Yes.
And you said, why would somebody stay where they're miserable?
Right.
That applies everywhere, Shannon. It just doesn't apply to that, especially in our community. We've been taught, take care of your family, make sure, well, there's some families that deserve it, and there's some families that you have to say, listen, I'm so glad we had this time together. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's where I am with mine. I wish all of them the best, but that's what it is. So even as I sit here with you now, with all that's going on in Hollywood and all of the stuff I had to go through, I've already been through it with people that you call your family. And I have to say, you know what? That has to just wash off when I know what I'm standing in and what I'm standing on.
You're absolutely right, Monique. My grandmother used to always tell us, she say, son, teeth and tongue may fall out, but family never should. And she stood on that. No matter what transpired in the family, no matter how bad someone had treated you, you should never fall out. But hearing you say that's different, because just because we're blood, that doesn't mean that. We're family through blood, but sometimes it's somebody on the outside that's not blood that's actually closer
Yes.
than the actual biological.
We've been taught to say trauma is okay. We've been taught to say you mistreated me, you abused me, you violated me, you disrespected me, you belittled me, but I'm supposed to look at you at Thanksgiving and say, how you doing, That's what we've been taught. You swallow that pain. That's why people have such a problem with Cat Williams. People have a problem with people that says, I'm going to tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. And that causes a ruckus, and you would say, why are people upset with the truth? When you hear Steve Harvey say, there are repercussions when you tell the truth. Well, remember when we were children? What would your grandmother tell you?
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, because if not, there will be what? Repercussions.
Right.
Well, now it's got turned around. When you tell the truth, there'll be repercussions. So what's the opposite of that? Should I tell a lie and get a reward? So that's how we're rolling right now. That's how we're dealing with one another right now. So when it comes to family and people saying, oh, Monique, how could you? Listen, I want to live the rest of this journey that I have in peace. I want to be with my family, in love with my man, he in love with me. We watch our babies grow and develop their own families. I don't need anything in the midst of that, because you family, that I should accept that trauma. I should accept you not taking accountability for what you've done, what you've said, and we just washed the slate. That's why we're in the position we are now as a community, as a black community, as a community of entertainment. Everybody's been so afraid to say, look what they did to me. Look what they said. And it's like, oh, well, listen now, we don't want to ruffle no feathers. Feathers, especially if the messenger doesn't fit what people should think the messenger is supposed to look like.
Right.
And we keep repeating history, Shannon.
Is it a situation where people look and say, well, you made it thus far, well, it couldn't have been that bad? Because if it had been as bad as you say it is, Monique, how would you have ever gotten out of B-More? How would you have ever gotten into Hollywood? How would you ever have a talk show? How would you ever be on a sitcom? So how is it that bad, Monique, and you end up like this?
You know when you first got in the NFL?
Yes, ma'am.
Your eyes were like this.
Yes.
And it was, oh, I made it, I'm here.
Right.
And then after you start getting in it, and you started seeing things, and you started feeling things, and you start, now your eyes start getting a little closer because now you're understanding what the business is.
Right.
So when you first walk through the door, you're walking through the door saying, come on, baby. Oh, this is all I've ever prayed for. And when my baby Cat Williams sat here and said, no one's ever gone out to LA at a sitcom like that. I was in LA for 3 months. Here comes a show called The Parkers. And then we go from there. It took off from there, so I think that when people say if it's so big, you mature. You begin to understand what you're dealing with.
Right.
You begin to understand what you're in the midst of. And once you understand it is when you can speak on it. But before you really know what you're looking at, how do you speak? Because when you first walk in the door of Hollywood, you have everybody telling you, oh my, you're going to be amazing. Oh my goodness, this is going to be incredible. Well, that's all you know.
That is all.
Yes.
But you're so happy to be here.
Yes.
And you're like, okay.
When I listen to you, you say dirt poor.
Yes.
Bathroom outside.
Yes.
It was had to make it work however we can make it work.
Correct.
And then you get that first big check.
Yes.
And you think the people that gave it to you was awesome because they gave it to you. And it's more money than you've ever seen before until you find out this ain't the right money. This ain't the right amount. Wait a minute. If they got this, why am I getting this? Then you start putting the pieces together and you start saying, it's not right and I'm going to speak about it. See, when I saw Taraji broken on those platforms, it was painful to watch. However, Taraji and I had a conversation over a decade ago.
Yes.
In my trailer when I was doing the show. And she said, you know, you got to keep on getting it until your turn comes. And I said, Taraji, most of us die before our turn comes. We got to ask for it right now. Now, I understand that because there was a time I felt the same way.
Exactly.
Because that's what I was told.
Right.
You just keep on and we'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. We'll get them the next time. And the next time never comes. And then you see our sister broken, sitting on those platforms. Now, when I said it,
why did they get the traction when you said it that when she said it, now all of a sudden everybody's coming? And I don't have a problem. I'm glad.
Yes.
But if you said this a decade ago, and I remember you saying it over a decade ago, why didn't they get the traction? Why didn't they get the support? Why wasn't it propped up when Monique said it?
I think there's a few reasons. Number one, it was the messenger. I should just be grateful I got invited to the party. You a big, fat, black woman. How dare you be the one? And then on top of that, you're saying names. You're saying Oprah's name out loud. You're saying Kyla's name out loud. You're saying Lee's name out loud. You're saying Lionsgate out loud. That's not what we do. We say they. We say the people. We say the studio. We say the producers. How dare you actually say our heroes' names? These are our heroes.
This car is in very good condition. Why the fuck are they selling it?
Because they're the ones that did it. And if I don't say it out loud, now you see a woman that is swallowing that pain, that is so stressed out. Then you see our sister Taraji Beans and sit on that platform. And I love this baby because she's a beautiful spirit. But to see her that broken, what our community was saying was, we have a hard time, some of us, we have a hard time seeing a strong black woman with her back straight and her chin up and a strong black man standing by her side. We have a hard time accepting that. But we can accept seeing a black woman broken. Now it's really serious because she's falling apart. our community had a hard time with those two things. And when I would hear people say, why is her husband there? Why is he there? It's a sad day when we're questioning why a black man would stand with his black woman. So when you hear black women saying we're the most undervalued, disrespected, underserved, mistreated, violated, exploited, we get all of it. Then you see a black man standing with his black woman saying, not on my watch. And you hear some black men say, why her husband gotta be there? We're in a sad state of affairs.
I don't know if I ever hear black men saying that. I've been hearing black women saying that.
Black love and black unity. So they didn't want to hear me, some of them, because of what I look like, because I spoke about their heroes, and because they saw that man standing right there strong.
Did they question the validity? Because we had never seen this before. Not so public, not so present.
Yes.
Did they question you and his relationship?
And my husband?
Yes.
When you say question,
what is like?
Because they did, but I want to understand what.
Because okay, did they think that was your husband, or what was he? Your manager? Because he's been everything. He's your lover. He's your manager.
Name
he's your confidant.
Name him.
He's the father.
Come on, name him.
Whatever he's all encompassing. He's a toolbox with all the tools that Monique needs. And so when I heard people saying that, why is he there? Why does he have to be in every interview?
You don't see something wrong with this fucking picture.
Why can't Monique do that? Why not?
Oh man.
I don't care what grade it's supposed to be. Jatavia shouldn't fucking be there.
And these are my sisters.
Oh man, like little kid.
It's like your fucking Uncle Hustler.
When you see our sisters speaking out, you never see that representation sitting right there with them. You never see them saying, listen, we gotta fight together.
Right.
My husband is also my manager, which is my representation.
Right.
But again, we've been so beat down that some of us have a problem with this black man saying, I'm standing right here strong, and I will not flinch and I will not budge. What a sad state of affairs we are now in, where you have people that look like you and I that would question why this man is standing there. That for the life of me, it's disheartening. When we heard Brother Malcolm say, we've been run amok, we've been hoodwinked, we're now doing it to ourselves. We're now doing it to ourselves. So when you said, Monique, it was different, because we had never seen that before. You said their names. Let me say this, I'm not the first one.
Right.
I'm not the first one, but we get washed away in history so easily that we start thinking, oh, this is the first one, this is the first one. Her name is Claudette Colvin. And she's not the first one, but she was before Rosa Parks. But because Claudette Colvin did not fit the picture that they thought she should look like, she was dark-skinned and she had coarse hair. And because the organization, I believe it was the NAACP, did not think she would be accepted by the white people, they had to get somebody that they said the white people could accept. We keep repeating the same thing because what I say is no different than what anyone else is saying. Not at all.
Right.
It was the messenger. And it was
Rosa
the
Parks.
way that I'm not putting my head down. I'm not shedding my tears.
Saying that there's a woman that did the same thing before Rosa Parks, but they didn't say, well, it didn't blow up like it did with Rosa Parks, but it only blew up with Rosa Parks because Rosa Parks worked for the government, or she was part of something. And they blew it up because it would they felt like she would be, it would make more sense for her to do it because since he had a certain job or a certain association or something, they would get more traction versus the other woman that did it, who they looked at as, well, she's nobody. No one knows who that is. He's nothing. I didn't necessarily have any different look. It was more so because Rosa Parks
I mean, she wasn't a light-skinned woman, though.
Do you believe
She wasn't a light-skinned woman.
punishment?
Well, yeah.
Punishment is not only meant for the perpetrator,
Get out to what this little thing.
also to deter others from said acts.
You see it.
Do you
Freaking
believe
quest.
the punishment that was bestowed upon Monique was not only to punish you, but to deter others from saying what you said?
Well, see, and I'm going to answer that. But sometimes we act like we don't know our history. See, back in the day, when they had us in chains, they would beat one real good.
Right. But in front of the others.
In front of the others, and they let everybody know what you don't want is that type of ass whooping.
Right.
So what they said was, we're going to beat Monique real good. We're going to sit her down. And I made it public. Financially, my family took a hit, Shannon. And when I tell you we took a hit, we took a hit. So when you see our sister go through that, you see her go through, and we act like our eyes didn't see what it saw when we watched that promotion happen with the color purple.
Right.
We wanted to act like we didn't see how Oprah treated Taraji. In my humble opinion, when you saw her walk up, you saw that there was tension. You saw that there was something happening.
Right.
And then when you see Taraji write her a love letter, it's like, listen, we got to stand tall and stand strong on what we know. We know you were mistreated. We know it wasn't right. We know it was unfair. And then you turn around and say, oh, but Lady O handled it. I have a problem with that. I have a problem with that. Because that allowed Lady O to keep on doing what she's doing. And we're in a position of, I don't want to say nothing because we saw how Monique got worked. Now, again, that's just my humble opinion. But I don't know what else I don't know how else to frame that. It's like, listen, you better fix that.
I never like Oprah Winfrey. It's crazy. I was a kid and saw something wrong with that bitch.
It's a situation that Oprah might have faced something similar that maybe wasn't as public as you. And she's looking at it, well, if I face that, went through it, and
somebody
came out
who grows up with literal
me,
nothing
it should be okay.
is
Because
willing to
sometimes we get that
sacrifice
with parents. You know,
everything.
I struggle. You say my kids should have to struggle sometimes also. Do you think that might be something going on with her? Or you just like, there's a disconnect?
There's a disconnect. There's a disconnect, and there's been a disconnect for years. There's a disconnect. And I think what happens is we place people on these pedestals, and we say, oh no, you can't do no wrong. We don't even want to hear it.
Right.
And when you hear cats say, you know what to do, they don't say anything and they act like it didn't happen. I'm going to keep talking until you take accountability.
Right.
Until you say, Uncle, I've done this. That's why it was so important. From Oprah Winfrey to Tyler Perry, Lee Daniels. Now, Lee Daniels was the only one I had to deal with. Did you see Lee Daniels apologize? He walked out on the stage. Not only did he apologize on stage, that man apologized for children. That man apologized for our children and said, I need to apologize for what I put y'all through. He's the only one I had to deal with. However, it became a problem with Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry, that I wouldn't do something and work for free. Now, when you say, well, maybe Oprah feels like she came through it, why can't you? Well, there's a story with Oprah when she was on the show. People are talking. Richard Sher was making $55,000. She was making $22,000. These are her words. It was her co-host. She said, I had to leave because they wasn't paying me fairly. Now you say black woman who did nothing wrong, and you're in the midst of this situation because she called me, Tyler Perry called me, Lionsgate called. When you were on the phone with my husband, you said, I agree with Monique. I agree with the position she's taking. But when it came time to say it out loud, Oprah Winfrey went totally silent. Now, to Tyler Perry's credit, Tyler Perry called us up, right? And he said, I can see the pain in you and I can hear it. And I want to let you know that I would never do nothing to hurt you, but the conversation kept going on. Only for Tyler Perry to admit he did start a rumor that I was difficult to work with. He lied. Only for Tyler Perry to admit I was wrong, and when my movie Boo come out, I'm going to say that, right? Now here's where, when you did that interview with Kat, I could respect how you
Because Kat said you let them people lie in your face. And your response was, Kat, I don't know if they're lying or not.
Right.
Because I can only take them at their word.
The word.
Right?
Yes.
Well, we sent you the audio of Tyler Perry. I don't want you to take me at my word. I want you to hear his word. And what did you hear that man saying? What did you hear that man saying?
He said it.
What did he say?
Is Moni, you know you're not supposed to be recording people.
No. Let me back up. Everything we did was legal. And here's where a black woman really gets the kick in the ass. Had I not recorded Tyler Perry, then it would have been my word against his. And then on top of that, it would have been, he's so powerful, we can't even pay no attention to that.
Right.
Well, now I have him on audio, which is legal to do where we live.
Right.
Okay? We have him on audio. And do you know what some people then say? Why would you record him? Just like you sat there and said, you know it's illegal to, but did you hear what the man said? I violated you.
Yeah.
I mistreated you.
Yeah.
Do you know, Shannon, that's cost my family tens of millions of dollars?
Yeah.
Over a lodge and a home.
Is he gonna compensate you for that?
I want you to look in your camera.
Yeah.
And I want you to talk to Tyler Perry. Because you heard what that man. So ask him, will he compensate my family for that?
Tyler, will you come on Club Shay Shay and let's have a conversation about the fair compensation for what transpired between you and Monique? You can sit right here, and she's sitting right here, and you and I can have a conversation.
And we'll do you one better. And give me 5 on that, baby. We'll do you one better, Shay. My husband and I sit right next to him. See, with this whole situation, and some of the people that Kat talked about, ironically, I have this issues with those same people. There were people that reached out to Tyler Perry on my behalf, and I was grateful for it. Okay? There was Al Sharpton, the Reverend Al Sharpton, civil rights leader.
Yeah.
I sent him that audio. He listened to it. He said, baby, what that man did to you is wrong, and you're like my daughter, and we're gonna have to get him to fix that.
Right.
We didn't hear from Al Sharpton for 6 months. The next time we saw Al Sharpton, he was on a podium talking about we don't need to fly commercial because we can fly Tyler Perry private jet. I said, that's why maybe I'm not hearing back from him. Okay? Then we had our beautiful sister, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Okay, who is, she don't play,
yes.
Right? I told her what happened, she heard the audio. Now, I don't know if she listened to the audio or not, but however, she called Tyler Perry. She said, Monique, Tyler Perry does not want to revisit this. Okay, fine. Right. While we're on the phone, Tyler Perry calls her back and says, I will meet with Monique, but not with her husband. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
And then Monique has to apologize publicly.
Yes, baby. Hmm?